Sarah, Ashanti, any questions or comments, thoughts around your respective chapters to each other?
Oh, yeah. So before we started this formality of the call, I was sharing with Ashanti that I loved his chapter and it just really spoke to my heart. And I think that the common thread of not only this call, but also of changing work is exactly what you just said, Rachel, which is if we just stop and listen. You know, Ashanti's chapter, what spoke to me is I felt like the details of the story were different, but I felt like it was my story where I've been faced with from the heart or a morality versus a career or a to do, a should that needs to get done. And I feel like we're faced with that every day and just how you did tune in to listen and then you made that choice based on your heart and what you knew mattered most, right? And you talked a bit about financial compensation and different things. There was no financial compensation for you in that moment for what you chose, but you listened to your heart and what you gave that person and the world, I don't think can be measured in finance or really even in metrics. I think it's immeasurable. And I think that I would like to believe that humanity, we have those opportunities every day. And the more we foster them as individuals, as leaders, the more it's going to ripple throughout the world. So it spoke to me. So I just loved reading that chapter and was so pleased that we were partnered here.
Yeah, me too, Sarah. One of the things that when you even described your chapter, this idea of that the world that we don't understand, we could make judgments about that are not clear, that are not accurate. I want to just thank you for the words you put into action so people can see it. Because I think most times people don't know what's happening behind the walls, right? When they come in the doors, they get tunnel vision about what they're going through, what they need, and what their family needs. And sometimes hard to see that, well, that person is also helping people in room A, two, four, they're helping other people around too, right? So there's multiple things happening at the same time. And as a person who loves numbers, who loves data, it is hard sometimes to go past the data. So thank you for putting it into like a real situation that, oh, if I got a kid who's failing a class, that's numbers. But if I'm not recognizing that that kid comes to school tired, hungry, stressed out, worried, stressed, traumatically dealing with life, I could totally miss that he's brilliant and smart. He's just not able to translate it to numbers on a page because there's too much stuff in the way. And I think that thank you for putting some humanity to some time a profession that doesn't always. And over the last several years, we can say that has gotten blamed for things that they shouldn't have been blamed for. But that's the world we live in, so we have to navigate. And I thank you. Thank you for the work you put into it.